Hey guys, Kamai Tarpley here. Today for Diabetic Eats, we're going to be doing a two-parter. So we're actually going to do chicken and dumplings with a strawberry shortcake. The strawberry shortcake's very, very easy, so I just didn't really want to do another video for it. You know, you'll see why, the chicken dumplings, I really wanted to make gluten-free initially. However, the gluten-free stuff that I'm using, it was like $5, and I was just like, She's still a cheat queen, and honestly, I don't have any gluten intolerances, so I'm perfectly fine with moving forward with it. But if you are someone who is looking for a gluten-free alternative when creating the dumplings, you can always use Bisquick gluten-free baking mix. You can use that and use that with, a lot of times people with gluten issues have dairy issues as well. So use that with like some plant-based like butter, stuff like that. So and you can also get some gluten-free gnocchi. Okay, so let's go ahead and go over the ingredients. For ingredients, first we have 3 chicken breasts. These you can get super cheap. There's usually like a $5.99, $6.99, whatever bag that you can get at like Albertsons or Smith's, and just take out a couple pieces and thaw it. Stay cheap. Mushrooms. We're going to be using a whole onion. I know. Garlic. Celery, carrots, these are some giant carrots, some gnocchi, these are going to be our dumplings, cream of chicken soup. We're using a small one and only a little one because I didn't want to use half and half and, cream and everything like that. I still, still diabetic friendly, but it still has got to be tasty. So, free range chicken broth, low sodium. As I said before, this is the lowest sodium chicken broth that I've found anywhere so far, so I definitely still recommend this. We've got Himalayan salt, black pepper, oregano, parsley flakes, and basil, which I know it seems like I'm going really easy on the spices, but that's why I'm adding aromatics such as so much onion and so much garlic, because again, we're adding for example, like cream of chicken, and we're doing a broth, it's a soup. Soups generally do carry a lot of sodium, so even though this is still diabetic friendly, you still want to be careful. You don't want to go crazy. So yeah, these are our ingredients, and let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to boil our chicken, which I know some people are probably going to have some reservations about that, but I'm a huge fan of boiling chicken, specifically because we're going to shred it. And it's not going in a slow cooker. You could always do a slow cooker version, but I want to be involved, okay? So yeah, we're going to go ahead and get this chicken in the already starting to get hot water. And the nice thing I think about boiling a chicken as well is that it gets it cleaner too. And also, it gives you time to work on other things. Like we're going to have to cut the vegetables. And I'm actually going to start the cake as well. So, I should have gone over the ingredients for the cake. I'll do it now. So yeah, just boil it until till it's nice and white, till it's done, basically. You'll be able to tell it's going to be really white. So, okay, so now for the strawberry shortcake, we are going to make this Moist Supreme Pillsbury strawberry cake. The ingredients you need for it, they're on the back. Vegetable oil, eggs, and then we're going to have our strawberries and our whipped topping instead of, whatchamacallit, frosting. So I feel like you guys have probably already made cake from a box before, so you probably don't need to see me doing that. But the difference I'm going to do is I'm going to take this large cookie sheet, spray it with some coconut oil, and that's going to be what we're going to bake it in. Because for the strawberry shortcakes, we want to have layers, and we don't want the layers to be too thick, so we're going to do it like this. Like this. Okay, so I'm going to make the cake mix. I'm going to put it in a pan, and then it's going to go in the oven on 325. Okay. One thing I forgot to say is that if you don't want to use oil, if you want to make it even healthier, the cake, you can actually use applesauce in replacement of the oil. But I really wanted to do it this way because, to be honest, even though it's Diabetic Eats, sometimes we're not always going to make healthy substitutions for every single thing that we eat. So I wanted to be kind of a little more realistic. Like a cake, 90% of you are going to put oil in that cake, like I just did. Mostly because I didn't think it through at the store. Like, I completely forgot you can use applesauce as a substitute. But at the end of the day, sometimes you just want some cake. So that's why we're using, you know, the whipped topping and the strawberries as an alternative to frosting, because we're trying to just figure out alternatives. So don't whine in my comments, okay? Don't whine about this being unhealthy, because this isn't just about being healthy. This is about being realistic, okay? That's it. So now just watch me pour this batter in here, okay? Okay, so let's go ahead and pour the batter in. Can you see it? Can you see it? So pretty. Oh my gosh, so much. Okay, so that should be enough to cover the pan. So go ahead and spread it out, because don't forget, cake rises. And we want this to be a little bit thinner, so again, we can have layers for our strawberry shortcake. You can also use white cake for this. White cake isn't bad. I just really like strawberry. So that's why we are where we are. Okay. So, it's nice and spread out. So we're going to go ahead and put this in the oven, again, 350, and we're going to cook it for about a half hour, because it's in a flatter pan, so it doesn't really need like as long as usual. But yeah, and depending on your oven, sometimes your oven can cook fast, so just like check on it, you know? All right. See you guys with the vegetables. Okay, so now it's time for the vegetables. We're going to cut everything up. We've got our carrots, our celery, onion, and our garlic. I also have the mushrooms over here, because I don't care if it's packaged, okay? I don't trust that it's been washed, so I'm going to wash them under the sink. And yeah, it's so straightforward. We're just going to cut them up, so I don't really feel like I need to show you a montage of me cutting them up. If you guys miss montages of me cutting vegetables up, let me know and I'll happily include it. But yeah, so we're just going to cut these up. For carrots, make sure you cut off the tip and the head. And you don't want to use those parts. Onions, peel them. Garlic, peel them. For celery, I usually cut the tip and head too. So, yeah. So we're going to go ahead and get these cut up. The chicken's definitely getting a good boil. So I'm excited. That actually should be done soon. So it looks like our cake's actually done. We're just going to take it out now. It wasn't even a half hour. That was like 15 minutes. I really thought it was going to be like longer. My oven's a little slow sometimes, but this cooked fast. So let's go ahead and just take it out. And I did check the middle. It is totally done. So we're just going to let that cool and keep working actually on the chicken. Actually, I even need to pause it. Come on. The chicken, actually took it out. It's done boiling. Fun fact, chicken, it shrinks when it boils. It shrunk a lot. So I'm just going to go ahead, use my fork to go ahead and shred it out. And as you can see, I got my vegetables. And I know you're probably thinking, this girl is using the same bowl for everything. But don't worry, I'm washing it with hot water and soap every single time I put something in there. First of all, that's just being clean, okay? If you can't be clean, you should not be the one in the kitchen. High key. Message. But also just like in general, like I don't like to make a lot of I don't like to eat a lot of dishes. Because I hate washing dishes. I hate it. So I figured if I just keep using the same bowl and just keep washing that one, I won't end up with like a massive pile and leaving me to be angry in the end. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you guys weren't with me with the vegetables. I figured I might as well put you guys with me while I'm shredding this chicken. In fact, come closer. I said come closer. Okay. Okay. So yeah, I just hold a piece down and just pull at it with a fork. Easiest way of shredding in my opinion. I'm not going to go crazy with it because this is going to be in soup, so it's going to break apart a little bit more. So I'm going to shred it, but I'm not going to be like, yeah, every piece needs to be thin. It doesn't really matter how big you shred something or not. Honestly, this is like really to your liking. What really matters are the ingredients that you're using. Okay. Just about done. Okay. Okay. So I think that's like a good amount to shred, right? Okay. That flew. Okay. So now let me go ahead. I'm just, sorry. I'm not going to take you guys with me because this was like, it's going to be annoying if I have to like drop you guys every 45 seconds. So just like hang out here for a second. Let's get our heat going in the pan. Sorry, I'm like cleaning as I go. Okay. Okay, so as you can see, we got a pot going. So we're actually going to do first, let's see here. What we're going to do first is we're going to add our cream of chicken and our broth. Actually, I'm lying. What we're going to do first is add the vegetables and the chicken. But okay, we're going to add a little olive oil first. Okay. Okay, this giant bowl of veggies and aromatics. Holy beans, I put a lot in there. Okay. And you've got your chicken. We'll put our chicken in here. Okay, next, our cream of chicken. Okay. Ooh, yuck. Okay, then our free-range chicken broth. Oh, I love this broth so much. I use it for every soup that I make. If you're wondering how much we're adding, it's the whole thing. We're adding the whole thing. Because the vegetables are going to end up reducing. So. Okay. There's that. We're just going to give it a quick mix. So everything can be with each other. You know what I'm saying? And I personally cut the onions really big because A, they're going to be soaking, so they're going to end up really translucent. And also, I'm mostly using for them aromatic. I did not cut the garlic either. I left them whole. Obviously, I peeled them, but I've left 5 whole ones in here because, again, use them for aromatics. That's the important thing when you're cooking and you're, like, diabetic or whatever. Like, the aromatics, the herbs, and everything like that, that stuff really matters. Okay. A little salt, not too much. A little oregano. Oop, I probably went a little wild with that. A little parsley flakes. I don't measure my seasonings. I just do it until my ancestors tell me to stop. Okay. Okay, so go ahead and stir it up. So we're just gonna mix this up, and then we're gonna put this on low heat for about 15 minutes, and make sure you like check it as like you go. Make sure to, because if anything evaporates too quickly because your flame is too high, then you'll just want to add like a cup or two of water. But yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and let that sit. I'm gonna let you guys get an even closer view. I'm gonna cover it, let it sit on low for 15 minutes, and then we're gonna come back to it. But for now, let's check out this cake. I know it's tilted, sorry, but I'm getting annoyed. So we are now going to build our strawberry shortcake. So let's go ahead and start by getting our pieces cut. Okay. So I'm gonna start with this piece first because I don't want to struggle. Now let's go to the other side. Okay, now let's go ahead and add some of our Cool Whip topping. I just have a teaspoon here. It's a lot. Teaspoon. I love this, and I get the fat-free one, or not fat-free, the light one, because it has like what? Like 1 gram of sugar per serving, and that's for 2 tablespoons, so it's like half a gram of sugar we're doing, and it's like 1.5 carbs. It's like, that's like nothing. And we've got our strawberries. Don't try this at home, kids. You might want don't do what I do. Do as I say, not as I do. Go ahead and cut your strawberries and put it on top. Okay, so we've got 1 layer. Let me get another piece of the other. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. And then we're just going to put a little bit more here. And this is like decadent, you guys. I'm telling you. This is way better than frosting. Like, usually I don't play with like fruit and stuff on like my cakes or whatever, but like strawberries are fine. Plus it's like strawberry cake on strawberry cake. How can you hate that? How Sway? Okay, all right, so it is done. It's not the prettiest in the world, but it's muy delicioso. As you can see, you got your 2 layers, and this is super filling, super good and delicious. I would highly recommend. Guys, look how gorge. It's so pretty. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Okay, so it's been actually like 25 minutes because I got caught up watching like Kylie and Kim's makeup video, so my bad. But let's go ahead and check on this. You guys, it smells so good, and you can see the vegetables are shrinking. The onions are becoming a little more translucent. The flavors are marinating. I was gonna say married or like marinated. I don't know. I've been watching Chopped, but it looks really good so far. But it's definitely not done, so we're gonna let it cook for like another 10 minutes, and then we'll add our gnocchi. You may have been wondering why I didn't add it earlier. It's because gnocchi only takes like 3 minutes to cook, so we're doing it a little bit. So be back in another, what, like 10 minutes. Okay, guys, we're closing in on our finale. So there we go. Alrighty. Ooh, oh my gosh, you guys see that? Fuck. Oh my gosh, I just burned myself. Whatever. Get food or die trying. Okay, well, whatever. It's bubbling. It's smoky. It's delicious. Look at that. And you see, this is why you don't need to usually like add more liquid if you keep it on a low heat, because since the vegetables have gone down, you have more of a broth. This broth looks amazing. And it's perfect that we have the broth, because now we're going to add our gnocchi. Like I said before, gnocchi only takes like 3 to 5 minutes to really cook. So this is going to be like a really quick process. And I have a crap load of vegetables in here, so I'm only going to add about half the package. It's up to you how much you want to add. I mean, I'm not in your house, but this is enough dumpling for me. Like, I'm like, all right, I'm chilling. So I'm gonna let that sit for about 3 to 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna wrap that cake up, and then we'll plate and take a good look. Guys, let's shut off this heat. Let's try and move this without me burning myself again like an idiot. Okay. I'm actually really excited. This sauce is so bomb. I've been thinking about this like all week. Okay. So gnocchi's now done. All right. Look at that, dude. Look at that right there. That looks bomb. I'm making sure to get some of my vegetables and my chicken. Get a little broth in here with it. Oh my gosh. I killed it. You guys, I killed it. Period. Period. It looks amazing. You guys, look. It looks so good. The seasoning. You got the chicken, the carrots, onion, celery, gnocchi in there. Yeah. This came out exactly how I hoped it would, and I can't wait to eat it. And yeah, again, you guys, this is really healthy and so cheap to make. Let me face it. All right, you guys, so thanks again for watching another Diabetic Eats. I hope you found some food that you like, that you'll hopefully try. And you know, the great thing about what I made today is everything's like comes in like large sizes. So if there's things that you want to kind of stretch out through the week and do that, or if it's for like dinner, for family dinner, or people are coming over, this is also a good thing to make. Again, if you want a gluten-free option, just use gluten-free Bisquick for the dumplings, or gluten-free gnocchi. And again, guys, these meals are so cheap. Like there's like the strawberry shortcake total, it's like $1 for the mix, $1 for the Cool Whip, and $1.50 for the strawberries. So it's $3.50 for a large pan of cake. Come on. And then for what, the chicken noodle soup. I'm stupid. I didn't add any noodles. The chicken and dumplings. For the chicken and dumplings, that was like $10. That was like $10 for a pot of that, yeah. Because you got the chicken, the veggies, the stock, cream of chicken soup. Total, yeah, everything added up be about $10. So, I mean, really. So basically like $13.50 for a meal that'll last you for a few days, or for something that you can make for people who like come over or whatever. So definitely I'm trying to help, trying to do what I can, because you know, when I was diagnosed, there wasn't really anything for me to look at and see what I want to eat. So with testing everything out, I've kind of discovered what works for me. Not saying it's gonna guarantee work for you, but this did help move me out of a diabetic status. So definitely try it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and if there's any recipes you'd like me to make an alternative of, let me know and I'll be happy to do so. All right, thanks. Bye.